The Separatist officers of the Separatist army in the Clone Wars legends have many similarities and differences. Some enforcers are featured in canon, some are only in legend stories, and some are featured in canon but expanded on more in legends. The battleship Star Crusher's commanding officer was cursed. His ship was notorious among the Republic government for attacking many Venter-class Star Destroyers during the conflict. The Admiral foresaw their activities and set up a trap when the Jedi Order deployed a strike team to board the battleship and destroy it from the inside. The fake ship that was infiltrated was intended to be jettisoned by the Admiral and his skeleton crew, bringing the Jedi on board and fly into a star. This scheme was thwarted when the Admiral sent the real Star Crusher to rescue his skeleton crew and himself from the escape pods. Obi-Wan Kenobi magnetically attracted the real ship with a decoy. All the Separatist crew, including Cursed, were killed when the two ships collided with the star. He was a Tornith family member and had worked as a financier before joining the military. He was the commander of the Separatist force who attacked Greatstlin, a crucial hub for Coruscant and other core world communications. Tornith arrived with a powerful force that swiftly dismantled the local fortifications, up until an assault by the bolstered Republic forces under the command of Jedi Generals Anakin Skywalker and Nija Halakon. The planet remained in Separatist hands. Paws Tornith had a strong sense of self-confidence in his military prowess and status as Count Dooku's favourite minion, albeit some of this may have been Mun arrogance. Nevertheless, he did appear to have displayed a high level of tactical skill, taking out the planet's garrison by attacking it first with advanced force, then dropping out his main force behind them, trapping them in between his two contingents and nearly wiping them out. Despite suffering heavy losses in this battle, he was still able to repel the clone trooper counterattack by deploying a mobile reserve of tank droids and employing underground bunkers to protect his droids from artillery. Paws Tornith made one deadly error in spite of his meticulous planning, placing the hostages close to the command centre. After the Mun prepared to kill his prisoners, he was eventually captured by Anakin Skywalker in an attack that, by all rights, should have been suicide. The famed and feared Corporate Alliance and Confederacy of Independent Systems commander, Admiral Trench, was a harsh male, and his lengthy naval career spanned several decades. Veteran of the innumerable battles, Trench rose to prominence during the Andorran Wars by leading a counter-offensive against the Andorran Free colonies and first protecting his homeworld of Secundus Andor. He amassed an impressive record, and Andor's best military leader was recognised as a superb strategist, and eventually joined the Corporate Alliance. Whether they were pirates or seasoned Galactic Republic officers, his foes came to fear him because of his ruthlessly effective tactics. In 34 BBY, Trench organised the blockade of the Malstar Narrows by the Alliance and, in the ensuing Battle of Malstar Narrows, nearly destroyed an entire task force supported by the Republic and led by Captain Wolf Yalran. Trench's flagship was destroyed and the Admiral was thought to be dead when the Jedi-led reinforcements showed there, but he survived due to a pressure suit and his inherent hardiness as Harch. Trench, one of the Confederacy's most experienced admirals, rose to prominence in the Confederate Navy during the Clone Wars. Using his dreadnought Invincible, he oversaw the Confederate blockade of Christosis in the 22 BBY, which pitted him against a Republic combat group led by the Jedi Generals Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Skywalker and Wolf Yulren, Trench's former foe, attempted to breach blockade with an experimental stealth spacecraft, so Trench engaged them in a deadly game of cat and mouse. When Skywalker took advantage of his arrogance and sent 6 tracking torpedoes slamming into Invincible's bridge, he outsmarted him. Trench made it through the Battle of Ringo Vinda of 19 BBY, albeit with only a partial cybernetic reconstruction. He oversaw the Separatist forces there. In the Separatist droid army during the Clone Wars, Locke Durge was a male Nemodian who developed weapons. He developed an experimental defibrillator during the war. an artillery radiation weapon that, in theory, could eliminate all organic matter while protecting machinery. As there was a colony of pacifist luremen by the remote world of Maridun, Durge decided to test his weapon there. Durge initially put the defibrillator to the test on a pair of battle droids after arriving on the planet and establishing a base camp. In order to impress Confederate head of state Count Dooku, he moved to attack the luremen after the experiment was successful. The Jedi Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano and Aayla Secura, who had already crash-landed on Maridun before Durge arrived, interrupted Durge. The Jedi were able to deflect the defibrillator ray directed at the colony using the shield generators they had taken from Durge's base camp. After a brief skirmish, the Jedi were able to capture Durge and his aide, Pun Zignat, who was then put into Republic custody. From the planet Kerik Odia, Home Lawson was a male Kerkodian who served in both his homeworld's planetary army and as the Confederacy of Independent Systems Retail Carcass Armed Force General. He was a skilled commander whose many triumphs during the Clone Wars earned him notoriety throughout the Inner Core. Christosis was taken over by Lawson in 22 BBY, and the Galactic Republic sent Jedi-led clone trooper forces to free the planet. Loathsome changed a counterattack after being forced to retreat, moving his battle droid troops in front of the deflector shield that rendered the Republic's guns unstable. To buy time for Jedi General Anakin Skywalker and his Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, to destroy the shield generator, High Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi pretended to submit to the Kerkodian. After a while of negotiating Kenobi's terms of surrender, Lawson lost patience and threatened to kill the Jedi. But Loathsome was caught after Skywalker and Tano destroyed the generator. After his humiliating defeat and capture on Christosis, Lawson was transported to Coruscant, where the Republic tried him and judged him guilty of treason due to his membership in the Republic military as a result of his service in the planetary forces of his Republic-aligned homeworld. He was remained a prisoner of the Republic's military base high-level jail on Coruscant as of 19 BBY. Durge was a man Gendai bounty hunter who served the galaxy for nearly 2,000 years. Due to his Gendai ancestry and enhanced battle armor, he was able to survive several close calls. He participated in numerous wars and amassed a large number of rewards. Durge developed a strong dislike towards Mandalorians throughout the years, and at one point even assassinated their commander. His mental instability grew as a result of both personal tragedy and torment. Durge joined the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars after being lured by the prospect of murdering Republic clone troopers who were Jango Fett's Mandalorian clones. Given the title of Commander, he completed various crucial tasks for Count Dooku and oversaw droid forces during the battle on more than one occasion. He was launched and force-pushed into a star close to Marimir by Anakin Skywalker near the conclusion of the war, where he was actually slain. Ma Tuck, a male Nemodian commander in the Confederacy of Independent Systems Navy, was tasked by Emir Wat Tamba with directing the Separatist blockade of the planet Ryloth during the Clone Wars. He was a cunning tactician known for his study of military history. The Lucran Hulk-class droid control ship Procra. Tuck oversaw a fleet of Munificent-class star frigates that were sent out to foil any attempts by the Galactic Republic to flee the world. Tuck engaged Jedi General Anakin Skywalker and his men during the Battle of Ryloth, tricking them into a trap that killed one of Skywalker's 3 Venta-class Star Destroyers and made the other 2 escape. Tuck studied the accomplishments of the Jedi Knight and grew to appreciate him after understanding that the Resolute, Skywalker's flagship, had been there. Tuck thought that if he could defeat Skywalker, he would get a lot of respect from his fellow Confederate Navy members because he knew the Jedi would try another attack later. Later, Anakin Skywalker returned to Ryloth on one of his 2 remaining Star Destroyers, the Defender, and made the offer to relinquish himself, his crew, and his ship over in exchange for delivery of food and medicine to the trapped Twi'lek people on the planet below. The Defender's forward shields were turned on, though, and a scan of it revealed that Anakin was the only person inside. Tuck abandoned the Procra before the Defender crashed with it, causing an explosion that destroyed both battleships, once he realised he had put himself into a trap. Ryloth was eventually freed by the Republic thanks to the Separatist fleet's destruction, which was suddenly without a leader and unable to repel the Republic's assault. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Until the next time, on Star Wars Invader.